Hi everyone. Today we are doing cascades or ruffles. Now cascades and ruffles have two different ways that you can do them. One is through draping and one is through cutting them in the circular method, much like you cut a circular skirt. So I'm going to teach you the circular method first, and then we'll do the draping method maybe in another session. So in the circular method, what you're trying to do is basically you're going to cut a circle, and that circle you will slice into and utilize it for your cascade. So what you have to do for that is figure out how big the circle has to be. For that, you just measure whatever length you want the cascade to come. So I'll give you an example. I have one here. Basically, your aim is to cut a circle like this, okay? And then that circle we slice into half, and then that is utilized to create like these really beautiful dramatic cascades on the gown or on the dress, whichever. So the first thing you need to figure out is how to cut the circle. So for that, it's really simple. You take the measurement that you want. So for example, I want a cascade for this entire dress. So I'm going to cut from neck to hem, that is 14 inches. And from that, I'm going to minus 1 inch. So I'll just write it down. That is your measurement, minus 1 inch. So that is 14 inches minus 1 inch, that is equal to 13 inches. And this 13 that you get, you have to divide it by by 6, sorry, my bad. 13 divided by 6, that gives me 2.5. So this 2.5 is going to be the inner, this is going to be 2.5, the inner radius of my circle. So what you need to do then, after you've got, so just show this to you again, you have to take the measurement for which you want the cascade, you have to minus 1 inch from it. So my measurement was 14, from which I subtracted 1 inch and I got 13. Then this 13 has to be divided by 6. This number 6 is a fixed number. Don't try to change it or question why. Just keep in mind it's number 6. And then once you get that, so 13 divided by 6 will give me 2.5 approx. Okay. You don't have to sweat if your number is not exactly mathematical, it's okay. So the next step is, I hope you all can see the fabric on my table. The next step is to take a square piece of fabric. What we're trying to do is get a double fold. So I'm going to fold it lengthwise first and then breadthwise. So now I've got a perfect square, and the two edges, if you can see, I have folds on this edge as well as this edge, similar to how you do a circle skirt. And then from here, my measurement was 2.5. So I'm going to just mark 2.5 inches from the point. Okay. So 2.5 inches gives me the radius for my inner circle. Here it is. And over here, I'm just going to draw a 1 centimeter border, because this will be my seam allowance, right? This circle has to be attached to my bodice or dress. So that will be the seam allowance for that. And then the outer circle, this, the outer circle, which is this one, you can keep any measurement you want. So supposing you keep it approx 2.5 inches again, you can just keep it 2.5, you can keep it 3 inches, whatever works, however big or dramatic you want your ruffle to be. So from the inner circle, you just keep measuring 2.5 consistently. It's really easy, guys, it's a no-brainer. Or if you want something dramatic, so for example, let me cut a big one and I'll show you how it looks. I'll cut 4.5 inches. And then I can take my pattern scale, or I can take my hip curve, or uh, whichever way. If you have a compass and you're comfortable, you can use this. You can even do, a lot of people do this, where they keep the tape steady at one point and they align it here with the line that they want to make, and then they make the arc of the semicircle. For me, this is a little dicey because sometimes the tape shifts, so I don't like doing it this way. I'm just going to do like a quick freehand. Alrighty, uh, you're kind of done with drawing of your ruffle or your cascade. All you do then is you cut it on the outer circle first, and then you cut on the inner circle. Remember the seam allowance part, so don't cut here, cut with the seam allowance. So there you have it. Think of it like you're supposed to create a donut. So here is my donut. Now this is all fine and good, but how do we get about to draping this? So any one part of the circle, I just want you to cut it so that your circle is open. And now I'm going to just shift the dress form to center stage, and then it's really just about your creativity, guys. You can go about pinning the ruffle in any shape or form you want. So a lot of these Oscar gowns that you see, which are beautifully draped, and you often wonder, how is this possible? It looks so complicated. It's not really that complicated. It's actually really simple once you have this technique of cascades. And if you stiffen this, if you put like nice fusing or some wire netting or can, then you can even make it very, very architectural, and maybe something for the Met Gala. Here you go. So this is my first ruffle, and you can even work with the cascade, to get, if you've ever wondered how you get this kind of effect, you can do that. So it's really how you choose to play with it. I don't want to give you too many options because I want you guys to work on it on your own. The other thing I'll say is, why restrict yourself to one layer? What I want you to do is try and do 2 layers and do something, really, really dramatic here. So you can cut ruffles of 2 different sizes. For example, this. And then remember that these will have to be hand tacked. You can layer them together or you can layer them separately. Again, completely up to you. And just play around with it. And what I would suggest is, once you've draped it, kind of look at it, does it look good? No. You think you want to, like, this part is too flat, then open it up and see what you can do with it. So this is the fun part of draping, guys. You really get the chance to maximize your creativity. So go for it and show me what you have. I'll be excited to see. Okay, so that is ruffles and cascades. I hope you have a lot of fun doing this. I did, and hoping to see good results. Thank you. Bye.